Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. Facing off with him, the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And here we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Pretty good start here for him, 6 yards on that opening play. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Once again, Irving. And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. We call that one a gain of, say, 2 yards at 2nd down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ready,
last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Up the middle, Blue. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Setting up to throw. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen in a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Cowboys going with a dime package now, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Cowboys and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll work against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch.
Pass interference. Defense.
So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Sticking to the air here. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Down to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. They got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. First and 10 from the 32. Give to Irving to stop his drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Made by Bucky Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a receiver in motion right. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Through here from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They start out 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. The Buccaneers pick it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. Shoots away from one. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Hits him on the in route. Has some room to work. And in! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the 16. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Lee gets the handoff.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. A 3rd down run with Blue. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. Blitz coming. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
28-yard gain. And the Buccaneer first down.
On the give, this is Irving. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Baker now off the play fake. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That time hauled in by Godwin. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The kick by Ryland is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Cowboys offense headed out there. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Rolling from the gun here. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. Shotgun snap will give to Blue. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll go play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. First down now, ball at the 33. On the give, it's Blue. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Second down, looking for options. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing now off the play action. Catch made over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll work against the blitz. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Return starts at the 3. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So a 2-score game here at the... And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 14. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
They'll come out throwing. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Right back to him on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Heads out on the bootleg. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. Escapes a defender. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. 1 play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down. Here's Baker. Setting up the running back screen. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. It's complete, this is Egbuka. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it an 11-point ball game.
Buccaneers 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. We'll start the drive with Blue. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the throw. Gets him on the end route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Give on second to the blue. And they take him down right along the 30. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Blue gets it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He's got a man left, and he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They'll run now on second down. And they're going to be sacked with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
It's a gain of a
So
yard.
from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to try and throw it here. On him quick, and they bring it down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Fields this one at the 3. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession. When
you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys are running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Up the gut they go with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Working now from the gun. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate with all of his guys.
That's a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
We get to Irving to start this drive. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a first down.
Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. They're going to track him down. Got a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Out the middle, Blue. He loses the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Again, Beer on 2nd. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back now, pressure coming. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. Blue here from the pistol. He dodged the tackle.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll run this with Blue. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. The stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
The 3rd down run with Blue. The defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Buccaneers and wide receiver Emeka Egbuka set to take over now. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd and short, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Running for it, here's Irving. This is going to be close, but I don't think he's got it. Nope, they mark him shy of the 1st. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
He gets the hand on. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. We're going to pass it here. From the pressure coming, and they take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass is caught by Blue. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Gain of 19 yards.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Now Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Inside, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Baker. Crashes through a tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and